UBC is 100 years old. This milestone means a legacy.
Opportunity.
To reflect and redefine.
Celebrate.
Strength and diversity.
A new chapter.
In September 30th, 1915, there were, I think, 379 students, all right? The vision of the province for this institution, think about it, 100 years ago, was to offer a satisfactory education and to conduct respectable research. 100 years ago. I think we've overachieved. It's extraordinary what's happened in the last decade since I've been here. This campus has been transformed. The student body has changed over the last, it's been 9 years. I'd say first and foremost, it's larger. We have over 50,000 students here on this campus and 10,000 at UBC Okanagan. And I don't know the exact, but it's probably 20% more students on both campuses. If you look at where those students come from, they come from, of course, British Columbia, but they come from across the country, every province, and most importantly, our international students, which now make up, I think, almost 20% of our student population. That's extraordinary. I'm not here to chart a vision, right? Certainly Professor Toop and Professor Gupta have done that, and my job is to continue that vision. But if I were to chart a vision, I believe UBC in the next decade is so well positioned to be the best university in this country. We have all the assets. We have outstanding students. We have incredible faculty. We have this magnificent 2 campuses. We have the support of the government. We have 300,000 alumni. We have all the assets to turn up the heat. And we must be the best university in this country. We have no excuse why not to be. So that's my challenge, right? We have it within our grasp. We just have to ensure that we pursue it with all the passion and energy we can bring to it.
There are few earthly things more beautiful and splendid than a university. There are few universities that can claim to have grown to the stature of UBC in such a short span of time.
It is the unique privilege of the University of British Columbia to be located where one of the world's most important traditions began and flowered.
At this significant milestone, we should acknowledge and praise those who founded the university.
You accepted traditions and became part of traditions.
Every last citizen is, in fact, a part owner. And this is without doubt what the founders had in mind when they chose for the university motto, Tuum Est, it is yours.
It is a place where those who hate ignorance may strive to know, where those who perceive truth may strive to make others see.
that we may indeed be the people's university. That is the spirit on which this university was founded, and it still lives and survives on this great campus today.
One of the defining attributes of being human is being curious. As humans, we are curious about the natural world in which we find ourselves, about the universe, about our planet. Science allows you to explore your passion for the natural world, to understand why things are the way they are. You learn to ask the right questions, you learn how to answer those questions, and that way of thinking is extremely valuable no matter what you go on to do in life.
10 Ways UBC Science Rocked 2015. 1. UBC Science professors and students won a few awards, including the Peter Benchley Ocean Award for Excellence in Science, the Stacey Prize in the Natural Sciences, the Prix Galian Canada Research Award, an Alfred Sloan Research Fellowship, the 3M National Teaching Fellowship, 4 Royal Society of Canada Fellowships, 2 Governor General Medals, and an Oscar. Yes, an Oscar. 2. A team of UBC researchers made the astonishing discovery that a type of marine plankton has evolved a tiny eye closely resembling that of a human. 3. By analyzing gigantic whale tongues, UBC researchers discovered that their nerves are as stretchy as bungee cords. 4. UBC botanists conducted the world's first large-scale genetic study of cannabis. 5. Scientists at the UBC Center for Blood Research created a mutant enzyme with the potential to make any type of blood safe to transfuse into anyone who needs it, eliminating the need for a blood type match. 6. The 30-meter telescope team, which includes UBC astronomy professor Paul Hickson, received $235 million towards building the most powerful telescope on Earth. 7. Stepping up to battle on behalf of our oceans, UBC Science brought in a new chair in statistical ecology and launched the Institute for the Oceans and Fisheries. Number 8. 110,000 people visited the UBC Botanical Garden, and over 36,000 people visited the Beatty Biodiversity Museum, which turned 5 years old. 9. UBC Science received $600,000 in scholarships for geology students, $1.6 million to train young researchers in bioeconomics, nearly $2 million in PhD scholarships, and a $66.5 million investment in the UBC Quantum Matter Institute. 10. In 2015, UBC's 100th year, the Faculty of Science took in more than 1,900 first-year students and over 9,000 students overall from 49 different countries, making the entire UBC Science community, including postdocs, faculty, and staff, 10,000 strong. Not to mention, 1 visiting expert on zoology.